Welcome to our channel. Today we will talk about the talented racer, Robert Schwartzman, who became the best in the first race of the stage in Great Britain on July 17, 2021, in the Formula 2 season. Robert Schwartzman was born on September 16, 1999 in Israel, but grew up in Russia, in the family of a St. Petersburg businessman, Mikhail Schwartzman, who owned the Svetoptorg company and a large chain of flower shops. From the very beginning, the father invested fabulous sums in his son and his hobby for karting, amounting to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Unfortunately, in 2020, the father passed away from COVID-19. Robert Schwartzman started karting and became interested in the world of racing cars when he was barely 5 years old. Since that time, he has been actively participating in Italian competitions and championships, gradually increasing his skills and collecting all sorts of places and medals along the way. The guy won his first victory back in 2008, when he took a prize in the World Grand Final, Easy Kart. Then he was still engaged in karting and did not go into the class of auto racing, and drove cars of the 60cc level, engine volume and power. In the same year, he took first place in the Trofeo della Industria competition, making his debut in the 60 mini class. In early childhood, Robert determined where he would strive, and still keeps his dream of becoming a Formula 1 pilot. Painful focus on racing and cars made the guy reasoning, analyzing and able to adequately assess the situation. Even in his 2011 interview, one could hear the boy's reasoning that he would never be the best, since there will always be someone cooler. The little racer had no idols. But he personally stated that he respects Ayrton Senna, and Schumacher, Vettel and Hamilton are rolling on. In 2014, Schwartzman graduated to single-seaters, partaking in 6 races of the Italian F4 Championship with Cram Motorsport, finishing 16th overall. The following year, Schwartzman partook in the championship full-time with Muck Motorsport, claiming 2 wins and finishing 3rd in the standings behind the Prema powerteam duo of Ralph Aaron and Guan Yu Zhou. He also partook in the inaugural ADAC Formula 4 Championship, finishing 4th in the standings. In 2016, Schwartzman moved to Formula Renault 2.0 with reigning series champions Joseph Kaufmann Racing after testing with the team at Motorland Aragon. He claimed 2 victories in the Northern European Cup and finished 6th in the standings. In the Eurocup, Schwartzman finished 8th. For 2017, Schwartzman stayed in Formula Renault 2.0, but decided to switch to the R-Ace GP team. He lost 13 points to his teammate Will Palmer and finished in the 3rd place in the driver standings, but was able to win 6 races, having podium finish at all rounds excepting Red Bull Ring, and at Circuit Paul Ricard. Schwartzman made his Toyota Racing Series debut during the 2018 off-season, competing for M2 competition. He finished all 15 races in the top 5 and was the only driver in the season to do so. He won the Denny Hulme Memorial Trophy and the series title, ahead of the M2 teammates Richard Verschoor and Marcus Armstrong, who have raced in the series in 2017. In September 2017, Schwartzman tested the European Formula 3 machinery with Prema powerteam. After his tests with Prema, he was included into the Ferrari Driver Academy. In December 2017, it was confirmed that he will race for Prima in 2018 FIA Formula 3 European Championship. Schwartzman took his first European Formula 3 win in the 3rd Spielberg race. With his 2nd win in the season finale, he outscored another Ferrari Driver Academy member Marcus Armstrong in the drivers' standings, completing the top 3 with claiming the rookie title. Following the merger of the FIA Formula 3 European Championship and GP3 Series into the new FIA Formula 3 Championship in 2019, Prema announced Schwartzman as one of its drivers for the inaugural season. Schwartzman qualified on pole for the first Barcelona race and initially finished the race in 2nd before being promoted to race winner following a time penalty to Christian Lundgaard. In the following day's race, he finished 4th. He took 3rd place at qualifying in Circuit Paul Ricard and finished 2nd in the first race, losing only to his teammate Jahan Daruvala. After starting from 7th in the grid, at the sprint race, he took his 2nd victory. At the Red Bull Ring, Schwartzman qualified only 12th, after suffering from technical issues. He went up to 5th in the first race, and in the next race he battled with Marcus Armstrong, but at the final lap made contact. Armstrong retired and Schwartzman crossed the finish line in 1st, but was given a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision, dropping him down to 3rd behind race winner WA Racelab driver Jake Hughes, who took victory here last year, and Jahan Daruvala. At Silverstone, Schwartzman qualified 6th. It looked like he would finish in the same position, but with 3 laps remaining he overtook Christian Lundgaard. Later, Pedro Piquet also overtook him. On Sunday, he finished second with the fastest lap, behind high-tech Grand Prix and race winner Leonardo Pulcini, who took 2 victories in the 2018 GP3 series, at Sochi and Abu Dhabi. All victories for the Italian were at the feature races. At the Hungaroring, it was the first weekend for the Russian driver to not score any podiums. He qualified 4th, but following a poor start, finished only in 5th. The following day, he was set to take 3rd position, however retired following difficulties in tire management and a collision with Felipe Drugovich. At Spa-Francorchamps, Schwartzman qualified in 4th position, and overtook Johan Daruvala and Marcus Armstrong to finish in 2nd place. In the following sprint race, he finished 3rd behind Yuki Tsunoda and Marcus Armstrong. At Monza, he qualified 3rd, and despite a 5-place grid penalty, was able to win his 3rd race of the year. In the sprint, he took 8th place by a margin of 0.067 seconds over Christian Lundgaard and to take the final point. Schwartzman took the pole position ahead of his home race at Sochi, but he couldn't save his race lead and finished 2nd behind Armstrong. However, Schwartzman's point advantage on Daruvala was enough for him to clinch the championship title. Robert Schwartzman joined Prema Racing for the 2020 FIA Formula 2 Championship, partnering Mick Schumacher. The season was planned to begin in March, but was postponed until July due to COVID-19 pandemic. Robert took a podium finish on his Formula 2 debut at the Red Bull Ring, taking 3rd place in the feature race. He then took his first Formula 2 victory at the feature race of the 2nd Red Bull Ring round, dedicating the victory to his late father. The next feature race at the Hungaroring Shwartzman started from the 11th position. He left the first turn of the first lap 5 places ahead. He had a tire strategy different from the frontrunners and had better tire management, winning the race with a 15-second gap. Robert then only collected 1 podium in the next 3 rounds at Silverstone Circuit, at which there were 2 rounds, and the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya. 2 more wins at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps and the Bahrain International Circuit placed him in 4th overall. The young and unambiguously promising pilot won his 2nd victory in the Formula 2 season on July 17, 2021. He became the best in the first race of the stage in the United Kingdom. Earlier, Robert achieved similar success in Baku. Schwartzman started from the 4th position. Already by the first corner he moved to the 1st place, which he held until the finish line. The 2nd place in the race was taken by the Estonian Yuri Vipis, representing the high-tech GP. The 3rd was the Danish pilot of the art team Christian Lundgaard. The guy owns a special art of self-defense, developed by the Israeli military. In interviews, he often joked that now he is not afraid of the American Racers Association, whose members do not hesitate to wave their fists. Robert definitely has an understanding of his future, and soon we will see his victories in Formula 1. That's all for now. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe and be sure to hit the bell to be the first to know about the release of the new video.